Hey, what's up? It's me, Awesome Alley.
And I'm Raisa, and welcome back to 90 Days to Becoming an Awesome Person. Today is day 72, and as always, we're going to start off with our quote of the day.
Thank you, Racist. So, as my sister said, today is day 72, so that make sure to grab your free 30-day journal PDF by clicking the link on Instagram in the bio, Facebook and YouTube in the description, and join us for the remaining 20-ish so days. Yeah, 20-ish so days, just under 20 days, and join us for this amazing journey. So today's quote of the day is by John Wooden. He said, "Do not let making a living prevent you from making a life." Once again, do not let making a living prevent you from making a life. Right? So what are your thoughts, comments, and perspectives on this quote?
Well, before I get into that, we have one person right off the bat joining us. Says, "What up?
What's up? Thank
How
you
are
for
you?"
watching. Tell us
Thank you.
tell us your perspective on the quote by dropping it down below. So Racer, read it one. Okay, I read it one more time. Do not let making a living prevent you from making a life.
Okay, so what he's trying to say here is even though you're trying to create a life for yourself and you have a job, you're trying to support your family or trying to support yourself, either going to school, don't let those things stop you from, dreaming bigger or, really, really, putting yourself out there to the max. What she's trying to say, like, that Lotto Max commercial where it's like dream to the max? That's what he's saying. Keep dreaming to the max so that you can still live life. You can still enjoy things. For example, going on vacations, for example. Like, if you're living, still treat yourself to a vacation because when you go somewhere else, you're experiencing a new life for a different week. You know what I mean? So that's what I think he's saying.
Yes, I definitely suggest that, like, if you have the ability to travel, definitely do it because it's one of those things where you get to experience different cultures, different people, right? Different environments, and really get to see the beauty of the world, right? Because you're always so confined to your current area, right? That when you get to travel, it opens up your perspective and it broadens where your experience is to the point where you can like say, no, I've been here, I've been there, I know what it's like. The world isn't all, politics and politics and chaos, right? There's still good in there. There's still people vibing with one another, right? Because it's always like my old teacher used to say, it's only a few bad apples that ruined the bunch, right? So it's kind of like that because you have the power of social media. That's why you see constantly those things that you are drawn toward, but they're still good in the world. So definitely travel. And what I also think he's trying to say here is do not let making a living prevent you from making a life. Making a living, right? So the way you earn your income, right? Don't let that stop you from making a life. And what does it mean by making a life? Okay, you could have a kid, a family, right? And if you're constantly working, even though you might be providing food on the table, are you really building that relationship with them, right? Are you trying to really pass down your values and your beliefs to them in order for them to be able to start learning and building their own values and principles, right? So how are you teaching them? And if you're never there, you can't do that, right? So that's preventing you from making your life with a kid right there, right? Traveling, another one, right? If you're giving if you're not really enjoying it every single day, right, or here and there, what are you doing? Like, how is it preventing you from actually living life? Are you happy, right? It's the big question that you'll see a lot of people ask. So this quote, I think this one should allow people to really analyze how they're doing today. Once again, do not let making a living prevent you from making a life. So that is your quote of the day, Ray. So what is the tip for today?
Yes, and before we get on to the tip of the day, the same user says, "Today I'm doing a Clubhouse. You inspired me today." Thank you so much. So it's showing up as Facebook user. If you feel comfortable dropping your name, drop your name in the comments. But high five, Ali. We inspired. Woohoo! All right, so tip for the day is monitor the amount of time you spend on your phone. Make sure you are keeping up with your health by monitoring how long you spend on your phone. Take breaks and reduce your screen time. Again, that is monitor the amount of time you spend on your phone. Make sure you're keeping up with your health by monitoring how long you spend on your phone. Take breaks and try to reduce your screen time. So, yeah, and if you have a lot of the phones nowadays have a screen time analytics. So on the iPhone, it shows you how much time you spent on your phone this week.
And per day, which apps and things.
Exactly. Which apps, very, very specific. And, try not to go to bed looking at your phone and waking up right to your phone. Really just have that time for yourself. And yeah, you can use up a lot of time on your phone. So make sure that you're actually prioritizing the things you love to do, like other hobbies, rather than spending it all on your phone. But yes. All right.
That is your tip for today, is to monitor how long you stay on the phone. Try to, cut that down. If you're a teenager watching this, right, it's interesting. Did you know, the developers, there's a Netflix documentary called The Social Dilemma. Definitely highly suggest to watch it, but backgrounds about social media and stuff, and even some of the developers behind creating some of the biggest social medias don't want their own kids to use it, right? And then when they do give a screen time, right, they actually are limited. So they tell you, if you're a parent watching this, to actually ask your kid, right, if you're trying to make a deal, ask kid, how long do you think you should, be on your time? And they'll give you a reasonable number, but you don't really realize how fast. Let's say, no, I think I've only been on for 1 hour, right? But it actually ends up being 3 hours, right? It just goes by so fast when you are when it's just absorbing, right? You're just constantly going on it. So that's your quote and tip for the day. Raisa, do you have anything else to say today?
Nope.
All right, perfect. So this was presented by APSO. Awesome people.
Shaping our world.
Remember, you are awesome.
And you can make the world a better place.
Bye.